Hi. So I uploaded a study abroad experience tips and advice video, but it had no audio. My Dell webcam central was it was on the wrong microphone, so I'm re-recording it. Sorry. Um, I hope people want to see it. I think it's cool. I don't know if there are any other series out there like this. There probably are, but yeah. So I want to do a study abroad experience tips and advice like series. So I will. I don't know how many of them I'll do, but I will talk about my experience, and while talking about my experience, I will be giving tips and advice and stuff like that. You'll be getting all of those probably while I talk about it. So, background story first, and then I will talk about how to figure out where you want to go. So, background story, and background info. Studying abroad was the best experience of my life thus far, probably. Well, top like three. There are a couple other things there, but I studied abroad spring semester junior year 1 year ago because now it's spring semester my senior year. So yeah, and that's like a typical time for people to study abroad for college students too. Some people do it spring sophomore year or fall senior year, but I'd say spring junior year is a very popular semester to study abroad. So, yes, I went to Florence, Italy. So, yay. And I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So, oh yeah, and my advice to any college student ever would be if you are able to study abroad, study abroad. I know it's not possible for some people because of money or because you can't take the right classes, stuff like that. But if it's possible, do it. And if it's a money issue, then try and get, like loans or, whatever to do it because it's totally worth it. Anyway, so let's talk about how to choose where you want to go. So I think I talked to the Center for Global Education office. I think both. I talked to both once, or the first time my second semester sophomore year, and then the next time I went, it was, um, um, it was, the fall semester junior year, so the semester before I went, in the beginning of the year I went. But when I first talked to them in spring semester my sophomore year, I had a while before I needed to apply. I needed to start applying my the next semester, so fall junior year. But I talked to them about where I wanted to or where I wanted to go and stuff. But before I went, what anybody should do is go on the website and see what places are available to study abroad. So I did that, and only a few appealed to me. I really wanted to go to China, so that was one of the places I wanted to go. And then I had looked into Sweden. I had that on my list, and then I should have looked it up before I recorded this again, but there is an island under Italy. I think it starts with an M, like Malfi or something like that. But it looked very pretty, so I looked into that too. But others didn't really appeal to me. There was like I think some in Korea, and then a couple maybe in South America, and then Israel, which I'd already been to, so I didn't want to go there again. I think South Africa had one, but so only a few like appealed to me. And then there were some honors programs in England. So yeah. So when I first talked to them, I talked about China. When I first talked to them, I think I said about before, but when I first talked to them there, we talked about China, and right away the lady said there would probably be a big language barrier, because too much of a language barrier, because I don't know any Chinese. I didn't know any Chinese. Still don't. um, but yeah, so I was kind of bummed about that, because I've always wanted to go to China. So she said to look into Sweden more. Um, so I did, and I looked at how it would fit with classes and stuff like that, but I'll talk about that in later videos. So I looked into that, and I looked more into the island under Italy, which I can't believe I didn't look up before. So I looked more into that, and then I think that those were the only two that I really looked into, and then maybe a couple weeks or a month later, by the end of my spring semester sophomore year, I looked on the website again, and the Florence, Italy spring program was up on the website. So yeah. I called my dad right away and like told him. I was like, "So there's Italy," and he was like, "Yes, apply to that." And yeah, I don't think I went back to the study abroad office to talk to them about that until my junior year. But I knew I wanted to apply, and it was just a typical program through my school. Although other people from other schools could apply, but it was through my school, and I read all the information about it. I knew I wanted to apply to that one, and I'll get into like more of the specific details about the information and stuff like that in later videos, but that was the one I ended up applying to, and I guess I'll get into this in later videos, but it really was the only one I needed to apply to also, so yeah. I guess that is really it for this one. I'll get into later about application processes, and then once I was accepted, and once one is accepted, about what you do from there, visas and all that, and then I'll get into the fun stuff about actually being abroad. So, yay! I hope people like this. If you want to hear more, then let me know. Thumbs up. Yay. Okay. Thank you for watching. I will try and do another one as soon as possible. Bye!